I don't need a name to exist. I am fog. I don't appear suddenly. I am born slowly. When the air ceases to be comprehensible to the mind. When there is more silence than sound between the trees. People believe that a forest begins with the first tree. This is not true. A forest begins when you are no longer sure where you are. I am not created. I arise. I do not come. I am always here. I'm just waiting for you to notice. I've seen many. Those who came in quickly and left immediately. Those who came in slowly and didn't leave at all. I don't count them. Time does not linger in the forest. What happens here does not become the past. When you enter the forest that you consider your own, you do not remain yourself. You bring memories with you. Doubts. Shadows. And I sense them before your footsteps. I know this moment. The moment before a person realizes the air has become denser. That's when I look. My color. You would call it pink. That word always sounds too soft. Too human. You think pink is warmth, light, safety. But that's just what your eyes are used to. The habit of calling something familiar that doesn't really have a name. What you see in me is not a color. It's the tension between light and what you look away from. When I turn pink, your eyes start working faster than your mind. You feel beauty and don't notice anxiety. I take advantage of this. You look at me longer than you should. You take steps you didn't plan. I know how it works. I've seen people follow the light, thinking it's the way. In fact, it's just a delay. A moment in which you forget that you wanted to go back. She came to my forest at dawn. It's always an interesting time. The boundary between night and day makes people less cautious. They think the darkness has already receded. A woman. Her steps were quiet, but not careful. She looked ahead, not around. People who look ahead rarely notice when the space changes. She stopped several times. Not because she was afraid, but because she was listening. She couldn't hear me yet, but she could already sense that the forest sounded different. I smelled her before I saw her silhouette. A mixture of fear and determination. Fear makes people cautious. Determination makes them blind. She carried both. And that meant she would go deeper than she had planned. She crouched down by a pine tree, touching its roots. You humans always touch things that seem older than you. As if age means safety. I watched. Her fingers lingered on the bark. She was in no hurry to get up. It is at moments like these that I approach. I enveloped her legs in a light mist. Not with cold. Not with pressure. Only with my presence. She froze. Her body reacted before her mind did. She didn't pull her legs away. She didn't get up. She waited. I like those who wait. They give me time. When I touched her fingers, she shuddered. Not from the cold, but from the realization that the touch came from where nothing was supposed to be. She moved forward. Not because she wanted to, but because stopping suddenly seemed more dangerous. The forest began to change. Not abruptly. Not noticeably. The trees stood in the same place, but the distance between them was no longer constant. Her steps did not match her movement. The sound came with a delay. She stopped. She turned around. The fog had not changed. I did not retreat. She took a few more steps. I allowed it. Direction ceased to matter. Forward and backward were no longer different. I felt the first question appear in her thoughts. Was she going somewhere, or was she just moving inside me? People don't like this question. It destroys the feeling of control. In the fog, space is just a game. And I know all its rules. The silhouette did not appear immediately. At first, there was only a disturbance in the light. A darker spot where there shouldn't have been a shadow. She noticed it. Her steps slowed down. Her breathing became louder. I let the silhouette take a step. Then, another. It didn't get closer. It remained at the same distance. It's confusing. The human brain doesn't like it when a threat doesn't cross boundaries. She tried to get around it. She changed direction. The silhouette did the same. Not mirror-like. Exactly. Her heart beat sharply. I felt it. "Who are you?" she whispered. I didn't answer. Answers stop the imagination. The silhouette changed shape. Not for long. Just long enough for her to think she recognized something familiar. That's what I wanted. "What do you want?" she asked. It's always the same question. And always too late. I answered for the first time. Not loudly. Not close. The voice didn't come from one place. It was everywhere. Feminine. Even without warmth. "I want to see how far you'll go." She tensed up, as if trying to determine whether it was said to her or appeared inside her head. I love this moment. When people stop trusting their own thoughts. "If I go," she began. I didn't let her finish. "You're already going." She stood, motionless. The silhouette was no longer in front of her. It disappeared as quietly as it had appeared. And that's when the fear came. Not ahead, but behind. People don't look back when they see something. They look back when they feel emptiness, where there was just a presence. "Don't look back," I said. It wasn't a warning. Nor was it an order. Just a statement of the inevitable. She held her breath. Time broke. In moments like these, people become understandable. No stories. No excuses. She looked back. And I saw it. Not a face. Not fear. I saw the boundary she never acknowledged. Boundaries always exist. Even when people pretend they don't. And what I saw has no meaning beyond the fog. What matters is this. She left the forest. But not entirely. Part of her stayed with me. Not her body. Not her memory. Her awareness. Now, even when she looks straight ahead, she knows. What once ended up in the fog never stays there completely. Because I don't take away, I separate. And what has been separated always finds its way back.